And there we go.
Spinning around one final blocker.
Oh, what a move to get around.
Going from 0 to gone.
Oh, man, that was gorgeous.
Oh, and a juke back to the end. That was beautiful.
And that's our game. Good evening and welcome to the Hangar in Portland, Oregon. You're watching the All Women's Sports Network on Pluto TV, and tonight marks a milestone. Our very first Rose City Rollers broadcast on AWSN.
We are thrilled to bring you this premier matchup, Rose City Wheels of Justice versus Angel City Derby's Scarlets. Two powerhouse programs, one track. This is top-tier roller derby.
Rose City enters with a legacy of championships and precision play. The Wheels of Justice are known for their depth, discipline, and fierce teamwork.
Angel City Scarlets bring speed, strength, and that signature SoCal grit. They are here to challenge every inch of that track.
I'm Dr. Omnom Nomnivore.
And I'm Judge Booty.
And we'll be with you every step,
hit,
and apex jump of the way. The teams are locked in and ready, and we've got two stacked rosters taking the track tonight.
Let's take a look at who's skating for both squads, starting with the lineup for the Wheels of Justice.
Number 0 is Zip. Number 10, OMG WTF. Number 21, Stan. Number 22, Habanero Romero. Number 39 is Gaffney. Number 48 is Brute. Number 65, Simonis. Number 79, Little Regulator. Number 143 is Lily Valentine. Number 247, Mia Palau. Number 316, Evan Helical. Number 340, Bonnie Thunders. Number 360, Big Bang Fury. Number 757, Morgan Levy. Number 00, On a Roll. Number 07, Jackpot.
And now for our guests from Angel City Roller Derby. We have number 16, Chicago Lightning. Number 26, Schadenfreude. Number 28, Death Down Under. Number 39, Crackerjack. Number 42, Blackman. Number 88, Tui Lion. Number 98, Mally Webster. 100 is Quiet Riot. 202 is Freight Train. 215 is Bugogi. 301 is Black Soul Rose. 369, Bermuda Biangle. 389, Stiletto. 507, Rachel Rotten. 617, Ghetto Fabulous. 777, Perfect. 782, Terror. 910, Cocoa Butter. 1031, Whiskey Von Sweets. 9999, Queen Luzatifa.
We are super excited to be here tonight with you on this first game that we have with AWSN, and it is sure to be a good one.
Yeah, the hangar is all tricked out. We're ready for some roller derby with our friends from LA.
Angel City is going to absolutely put on a good show for us tonight, and Wheels of Justice are going to meet them there as well.
Oh, yeah. LA's program is almost as old as Rose City's. They were founded in 2006, so next year will be their 20th anniversary.
And we're just celebrating 20 years this year, right?
I think it was last year. This year, we're 21 now.
We are 21 years.
Legal drinking age.
Two of the longest standing programs, I believe, in the United States.
Very true.
So we have just a few minutes before we get started here. Looks like in the house we're just doing, taking a look at everybody. There's our Wheels of Justice playing in purple.
You might notice that even in just 6 months or so since the 2024 WIFTA Global Champs, we have some new faces on both teams.
WFTDA Global Champs was absolutely fantastic this year. We hosted it in Portland once again, where Wheels of Justice took home the championship.
Yeah. We have a great number of skaters from both teams here today playing for USA Roller Derby, and they're going to compete at Global Champs in just a few weeks.
Yeah, in the World Cup.
The World Cup, yeah.
I'm really excited to see a couple of the Angel City skaters play. I feel like I haven't been able to see them in quite a while. I'm looking at Rachel Rotten, Freight Train, Black Soul Rose.
Oh, yeah. And some of the skaters like Bermuda Biangle are actually skating for different teams at the World Cup. Bermuda Biangle is playing for Team Vietnam, where they're the team captain and the founder/organizer. So,
oh, that's so cool. I know that we've got a couple of skaters within the Wheels of Justice program, I think, that are at least one who's also playing on Team Vietnam.
Yeah, I think Spring Roll is.
Spring Roll is playing on Team Vietnam. Spring Roll not
Not playing tonight. Alas. All right, people
Looks
are
like we are getting ready for Jam 1 of Period 1 here. So for those of you out there in the Derbyverse, we have two 30-minute halves. Jams are 2 minutes each. We have a 5x5, so 4 blockers and 1 jammer on each side. The jammer is designated by the star on their helmet. And then each period consists of multiple 2-minute jams, or I guess 2 minutes is the maximum that a jam can go.
Yes. Whoever gets lead jammer or the jammer who passes the most blockers on the other, or all the blockers on the other team first, gets lead jammer designation, and they can call off the jam whenever they want.
And after that first initial pass, as JB said, jammers earn 1 point for every hip of the opposing team they pass.
Classic lineup here for the start. We got Bonnie Thunders versus Freight Train. Here we go.
Hopefully Freight Train's excited to be playing here in the hangar once again. Freight Train quickly to the top, through on the inside for lead jammer.
Bonnie close behind, got our first penalty for the game. That's number 28, Death Down Under with a forearm penalty.
So there are legal and illegal hitting zones within roller derby. It's not like your 1960s, 1970s roller derby where people were punching each other and taking out each other on the track. You can actually open the legal hitting zones, and the forearm is when, well, why don't you explain it better?
When a player gains an advantage by pushing the opposing player with the lower part of their arm.
And if you get a penalty, you get to go take a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box for 30 seconds before you're released to back out onto the track.
All right, our jammer lineup right now looks like we got Lil Regulator versus Schadenfreude. Also another lead for Angel City.
2 in a row, still very early days. Regs
also getting through pretty quickly.
Doing an amazing juke there, able to get around those 2 Angel City blockers. Schadenfreude trying the outside, finding Lily Valentine there and going ahead and calling it off.
Nice quick jams to the points on the board. Looks like that will be another 3 points for Angel City.
So you might also notice somebody else with a special path on. The jammer is something like strong. But there's also some down there that Pivot is a blocker with extra special powers. They're basically the relief jammer. So if the jammer can't get through, they can go ahead and take their cap off, pass it to the pivot, and the pivot is then the jammer of record for the rest of the jam.
Oh, and that is first lead jam for Wheels of Justice tonight, going to Jackpot. Quickly around the track.
Stan hit to the outside, coming back in, looking to join Mia and Simonis.
Then turning around and playing some offense so Jackpot can get through. Working at the top. Oh, that looks like a penalty. 2 penalties for Angel City State.
So again, you can't hit people directly in the back of their spine. That constitutes a back block. And again, we'll get you sent to that penalty box for a 30-second sit down.
Sadly, that is already the second penalty for Death Down Under. All right. Great work by Stan and Simonis. No, Gaffney in the back of the pack, keeping number 617 back.
So what is the strategic advantage of holding somebody of the opposite team at the back of the pack like that?
Well, especially when we've already had a jammer. Well, it looks like they just passed the cap. Was 617 the jammer at the time? Yeah, we couldn't see it because they took the star out of their helmets, maybe intending to pass it or trying to confuse the other blockers. But Ghetto Fabulous was star stashing, as we say. So you couldn't see the star anymore, but Stan and Gaffney were still blocking her to make sure she couldn't get through.
Rose City Rollers now with 11 on the board to the 6 for the Hollywood Scarlets. Coming up on Jam 3 here of Period 1.
A little friendly fire there by Queen Lucia Tifa.
Queen Lucia Tifa coming in hot there.
We got Evangelical through lead jammer. And the jammer is Stiletto for Angel City.
And this is what we're talking about. Stiletto with the cap off, looking for that pivot, number 88.
That's Tui Lion, who looked like she might take the cap pass for a second, but immediately went back to defense, trying to catch Evangelical.
And so Stiletto went ahead and kept the cap to finish that initial pass, looking to put points on the board. But
Rose City slowly catching up. Or still ahead, 15-6.
I have it on, well, not really on the board, it's just experience. That's just giving you a high. Looks like we're back at the top. Train.
Love watching Freight Train jam. I too want to be that powerful. Ooh, right through. Ooh, a little hop on the inside line.
Bonnie with 2 to beat.
Bonnie letting that light a fire, trying to catch up.
Oh, almost outside of the zone of engagement there by Angel City.
That's Blackman who tried to get that hit at the top, but Bonnie snuck past. Bonnie might have snuck a point there.
So, not very often that we see Bonnie Thunders get beat off the line, but it is Freight Train. So, anything can happen.
Freight Train's been skating since she was 2 years old, so hard to beat that level of dedication and experience.
I think Bonnie's been skating for about that long.
I think Bonnie's been skating that long,
And
too.
what you might notice about Bonnie's skating style, all jammers all have very, very different styles of jamming. Bonnie has almost a figure skating-esque type of jamming, and that actually comes from a figure skating background.
All right, we got Lil Regs on the line for Wheels of Justice again. Right by with some toe stop work.
Beautiful job coming through on the outside line. Able to find a path there, pass number 1031. That's Whiskey Von Sweets.
We got Schadenfreude working the top. Stuck up there against Brute and Habanero Romero, but through. Ooh, a penalty being assessed.
On number
Whiskey Von
1031,
Sweets.
Whiskey Von Sweets again.
I think that's a good position.
Rose City holding Angel to no points that jam, putting 3 up on the board. Let's look at that Radical Wheels replay.
Great work by OMG, coming right back in, playing some offense for Little Regs as she skips by Whiskey Von Sweets.
Backwards, and I think on one skate.
Yeah.
Making it look awesome. Freight Train jamming once again against Jackpot, I believe.
Defense for Wheels of Justice. We got On a Roll. We got Mia Palau. Looks like Stan the Woman. And I believe that's Gaffney again.
It is. Angel City with 2 in the box, so Rose City is starting with pack advantage.
But they got, Tui Lion playing some great work back there. Ooh, 7-7 is in for, is that a double penalty?
That is going to be
perfect.
a double penalty.
So the first penalty was a high block, and then the second one assesses a forearm, I believe.
Yeah, so Perfect is actually going to go sit for a full 1 minute. And it looks like we had a star pass to Tui Lion on the Hollywood Scarlets.
Jackpot is still running the jam. They're probably looking to get On a Roll out of the pack, or out of the box.
Beautiful little apex jump there. Well, hopefully we got that on replay.
Jackpot looking to re-engage, and Wheels of Justice blockers playing some offense, but
Jackpot trying to follow Gaffney through the pack, gets hit to the outside, chooses to call it off instead.
Looks like she was recycled to the back by Death Down Under.
So here is that Radical Wheels replay. Look to the inside here. And we should see a beautiful, there it is, Tui Lion,
little jump
apex
right there.
jump, right around Stan, picking up the full point.
Against Ghetto Fabulous.
Morgan Levy trying to find a good position there behind Brute.
Doing a great job clearing the middle for Evangelical. Ooh, stuck in the back.
Evangelical aggressively pushing to the top. Huge hit there, not quite making it out to the outside there.
Rachel Rotten playing some great offense, mixing up the tripod there in the back, and it helps.
Ghetto Fabulous through. Lead jammer status goes to the Hollywood Scarlets.
All right, we got everybody bunched together, but works to Evangelical's favor.
Evangelical,
Sneak and pass.
yep, able to get around number 28.
That's
Death Down Under. So the pack, you'll see, is formed by the largest group of blockers with skaters from each team on the track. Skaters have to stay within the pack. There you go. Within 20 feet is the zone of engagement. If you hit somebody outside of that zone of engagement, you get an out of play or an illegal position or illegal contact penalty, which is not what just happened. That's a high block.
Yeah, some wild things have happened in the last 30 seconds. So Ghetto Fabulous got a cut track penalty, sending her to the box, which means she's lost lead jammer status, meaning this jam will run for the full 2 minutes. The jam clock says we have 46 seconds left. So neither jammer can call it off. They can only continue to circle the pack or circle the track. Oh, a little hop by Evangelical.
But the other thing is that it left Evangelical in a power jam situation. So being the only jammer on the track, the Wheels of Justice blockers could dedicate themselves just to doing offense. You'll notice that the blockers do both offense and defense concurrently while they're out there on the track, and it's a lot of pack awareness is what we call it, to see who's where and who needs what help. So right now, Evangelical is looking for a little bit of offensive help. Oh, nice assist from Lily, I believe, with Morgan Levy there to hit Ghetto Fabulous out of that apex jump.
Incredible hit. Looked like a tough fall, too.
And there's the end of the jam. Again, full 2 minutes because lead was lost.
That's a 12-4 jam. Looks like our highest scoring so far.
And that is a timeout. That is a team timeout. All timeouts brought to you by Denver's favorite media.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size option than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.
And we're back from that team timeout. Looks like we've got Bonnie Thunders on the line for the Wheels of Justice up against number 26.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude for the Hollywood Scarlets.
Our pack is all the way up at the top.
That is the pivot line. So you'll notice we have the jam line, sponsored by the Jam on Hawthorne here in Portland. And then we have the pivot line. So everybody has to line up at the beginning of the jam between those two lines.
Incredible catch and block by Stan. Mia's also working the defense up there and rejoining Stan.
Stan with another great catch. Stan is, 6'3", 6'4" in skates and can get incredibly low.
It's wild to watch.
Unbelievably low.
Ooh, unfortunately, that's a penalty that sent Mia Palau to the box. Mia, what did you do?
A forearm.
You hate to see it, Mia.
That's what happens when you, I used to do it all the time, try and swim through the pack.
Yeah. That looks like the third penalty picked up for Death Down Under. Unfortunately, leading the crew in penalties tonight so far.
So both teams with one in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. So both at disadvantage, but equal disadvantage. OMG WTF receiving Freight Train right off the line. Freight Train shrugging it off. Lily Valentine not able to get in the way quick enough. Lead Jammer will go to Freight Train with the Hollywood Scarlets, but Freight Train is going to head to the penalty box on a forearm, which actually I don't think that Lead Jammer was declared there.
All right,
Lead
so that
Jammer
means
is now declared.
Low Regulator is now your Lead Jammer.
And in a power jam situation, Reg's communicating with the pack, seeing what needs to be done. But again, the rest of the...
Oh, sneaking by on the outside, but unfortunately taken out by 507. That's Rachel Rotten.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Rachel Rotten. Great job by Regs to go ahead and quickly recuperate, figure out a new plan of attack, and get through for the full four.
Mia up there trying to stick with the defense from Angel City to play some offense there for Lil Regs.
So again, the nice thing about being in a power jam is that your blockers can just be your offense. They don't have to do both things at once. OMG up at the front of the pack.
Freight Train back on the track. Ooh, a little shirt whip off of Queen Lujatifa, but meets the defense from Wheels of Justice.
Oh, big hit leveled on Morgan Levy. It is not often that you can knock down Morgan Levy.
And Freight Train is through, living up to her name.
Freight Train is one of those skaters that I have loved watching skate in so many different leagues. I feel like Freight Train's on everybody's travel roster.
Oh, absolutely. Very exciting to see her play here tonight. Ooh, another penalty picked up by Wheels of Justice. Just as they were running the clock to get Mia Palau out of the box.
Lily goes and takes a seat. And Lily is somebody you want on the track. Lily.
And Mia. Nice hit by Mia. Great job playing offense twice in a row. First on the button, then on the brace to get Lil Regs through.
So you'll notice that most of the blockers like to be in a tripod, 3 at a time. And we have the braces up front, and then usually the butts are on the back. So if you hear us talk about brace and butts, that's what we're talking about.
Easy to remember. The butts, you can generally only see their butts facing you.
And the brace is putting out 2 braces.
2 arms hanging out.
I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Two Town Cider House, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest.
All right, here goes the next gen. Oh, that's Bermuda Biangle through for lead jam.
Jackpot taking the cap off right away.
Trying to get past Rachel Rotten, but Rachel's got like a foot on Jackpot. The height, but Rachel Rotten picks up a penalty, unfortunately.
That is going to be a high block.
Kind of hard when the jammer is, at your chest level.
Yeah, Bermuda Biangle going ahead and seeing the Wheels of Justice jammer come back around, Jackpot come back around, goes ahead and strategically calls it off.
Amazing. Looking to our next lineup, we're about halfway through the first half. Ooh, it's Zip's first time back out on the track.
Oh, man, we haven't seen Zip play for Wheels of Justice for quite a while, so this is a very, very exciting jam.
Rehabbing an injury and coming back strong.
Derby, I recently learned, actually is not a full contact sport. It's considered a collision sport.
Oh, wow. It feels like a full contact sport. Woo! Oh, that was an incredible hit by Death Down Under.
And a big recycle.
And staying in, so that means Zip has to re-enter behind Death Down Under to come back in legally.
Yeah, so if a skater gets hit out, they have to re-enter behind everybody. Otherwise, they are at risk of getting a penalty called a cut track. Superior position, as you can see, is determined if the opponent was ahead of the skater.
Great spin by Zip. Zip has these wonderful little, one-footed spins. It's incredible work.
Zip might even be zippy.
Zip.
Zip.
All right, defense is really locking down Shaden Freudy. All right, coming back through. Ooh, almost staying in on that one, but looks like a hit out.
At least a couple of wheels came out. So skaters are allowed to put one hand out and stay in bounds, but if any of the wheels go out, it is considered out of bounds, and they must recycle back to the back of the pack or risk getting that cut track penalty.
Ooh, here's a little Radical Wheels replay. Oh, we're going to see Zip's little spin. Here we go. A little whip off of Hobbs there on the outside. And juking back to the middle to get past Death Down Under. Bonnie versus Ghetto Fabulous.
How many years now has Bonnie played for the Wheels of Justice?
For Wheels, I'm not sure, but she has mentioned that this is her 20th season playing roller derby.
That is amazing. Bonnie transferred to us from Gotham.
Yes.
I'll have to rack my brain. I'm trying to think. It was pre-pandemic.
Yeah, she also plays for USA Roller Derby. She will be one of the jammers you see at the World Cup in a couple of weeks.
As you do. As Bonnie does.
Bonnie's fun fact is that she has her own Wikipedia page.
It is a pretty impressive Wikipedia page, too. I have had to, after we learned that fun fact the first time, I had to go and look it up myself.
I went and looked it up, and her photo needs to be updated. And I tried to do it for her, but I don't know how to edit the Wikipedia pages. So it was just a lot of HTML text that I didn't know what to do with.
It's well, that's because you're too young to remember that you had to code your own MySpace pages.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Growing up in the age of MySpace, I did.
You might notice our officials out there, one with the purple armband and the other one with the red, putting their fingers in the air to show how many points. Those are our jam refs depicting how many points each jammer picked up.
There are a lot of eyes on the track for any roller derby game. We have the IPRs, the inside pack refs, and the OPRs, the outside pack refs. And everybody has a specific job. But we could not have roller derby without our refs. Beautiful job by Regs to get around and pick up lead jammer for the Wheels of Justice.
Incredible star pass too, almost invisible from stiletto to who is our jammer now? Death Down Under, I believe, is the jammer now.
And that was a Two-Town Cider star pass.
Nope, sorry, that's Blackman who had the star.
So I want to take a second to say thank you to 187 Killer Pads, one of the exclusive protective gear sponsors of RCR. 187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best.
And I do.
Here we are at Jam 14, about 12 and a half minutes left on our first period clock. And we've got Freight Train once again on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line lined up against Jackpot.
For Angel City, it looks like we got Black Soul Rose, Quiet Riot,
Rachel
Rotten.
That was a beautiful suck back off the line by Stan.
Incredible. And Tui Lion out there for Angel City. Nice catch up there.
Beautiful job by Mia to try and break up that ACD defense.
Wow, a little spin through for Freight Train. Oh, but Jackpot doesn't care. Jackpot's also through. Looking for the call off.
Jackpot's kind of like a honey badger.
In what way?
Honey badger don't care.
Oh, I see.
Is that another internet reference that you're...
I vaguely remember
okay.
that one. All right, looks like our next pack for Wheels of Justice, we got OMG, WTF, Brute, Habanero Romero, Lily Valentine. Our jammer is Evangelical. For Angel City, we got Blackman. We got Mally Webster. We got Perfect.
Is that a little... I can't see a number.
That 777 is Perfect.
Thank you.
98 is Mally Webster. 26, our jammer is Schadenfreude. And the one other person we can't see out there.
Oh, Brute with a beautiful chase down and hit out. Unfortunately, Brute did have a skate come out, so you'll see an interesting hand gesture by the refs. That is a no pass, no penalty, or no earned point.
Ooh, trying to sneak by, but Hobbs catches her on the inside line. Oh, we got Evangelical. It's a penalty for cut track.
I didn't even see that happen.
There's a lot to watch in roller derby.
There's about 10,000 things happening at once.
All right, an early call-off, leaving Evangelical in the box means that Angel City is going to start the next jam in a power jam position.
And just really quickly, I'd like to say thank you to Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted the best tacos and Mexican food in PDX.
All right, they gave the power jam to Freight Train. Ooh, but it looks like we're going to take a team timeout for Wheels of Justice.
This timeout brought to you by Debcon Sabre, and welcome to PDX, and we're going to take a second to hear from our other sponsors.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size option than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.
And we're back from that timeout. We were just taking a look at our stats. And so far, the highest jam is a pretty actually low jam. 12 points for Evangelical, followed right behind by 11 points from Jackpot, both on Wheels of Justice.
All right, it's Freight Train here in this Power Jam. Power Jam brought to you by Menopause Unicorn, a new nonfiction book available now on Amazon, written by our very own Rocket Mean. Freight Train through at the top to get lead jammer.
On a Roll was the last to beat there. Freight Train moving past Anna pretty easily.
Helical is re-entered and about to engage the back of the pack. Already has the cap off, ready for a pass. Mia Palau up there with the pivot hat on, playing defense though.
So one fun fact about Freight Train is that Freight Train names her skates and broke their skates actually at WFTDA International Champs. Was so hopeful that they were gonna.
Fisher and Price.
Yes, Fisher and Price. We're gonna make it through WFTDA Champs.
A devastating time. Mia there looking to play some offense or distract, and it got Evangelical through.
Evangelical through on a star stash.
Freight Train trying to get through and score some last points. Oh.
On a Roll, getting called on a cut.
On a Roll, hands up, going to the box.
I believe Coach Des was like, just go.
Just go hang out in the box for a minute.
Just go take a seat. One thing, another rule about roller derby for those of you who are new to us is you can't yell at the refs. What the refs say is the bottom line. We have to be very, very respectful to our refs. And if you are caught emoting in the direction of the refs, you can actually get called on a misconduct.
I love seeing the refs assess misconduct calls.
It's my favorite.
Zip through for another lead jam.
Ghetto Fabulous around on the outside. One to beat with Morgan Levy. Morgan chooses not to chase down Ghetto Fabulous.
Brute doing a great job at the back of the pack against Mally Webster to try and get easy points there for Zip.
Zip picks up 4 and calls it off very quickly.
Sadly, still leaving on a roll, stuck in the penalty box.
So Rose City Rollers currently sitting at 72 points. Hollywood Scarlets sitting at 39 with about 8 minutes left in our first period. Penalties looking pretty good, pretty well distributed. Seems like The Hollywood Scarlets have calmed down a little bit. I haven't seen any new penalties assessed here for the last couple of jams.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard when you're on a new floor with new officials.
Yes.
You don't quite know what they're looking for each of the penalties, so you start to get a hold of what that looks like.
So we've got Little Regs jamming for Wheels of Justice,
Oh,
picking up
star
lead
pass.
jammer up against Bermuda Biangle, but now we've had a two-town sider star pass to Rachel Rotten.
Rachel
So-
Rotten has jammed in the past pretty extensively, but is playing mostly as a pivot this season.
Oh, and with that, I'm going to say thank you to 888, our second exclusive gear protective sponsor of RCR, elevating Derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology, 888. You'll see 888 and 187 on pretty much everybody. They are the pads to have if you're playing.
I love protecting my knees so that way I can walk in 40 years.
I'm more of a fan of heads.
Oh, that too. I love a helmet. All right, we got Jackpot up against Schadenfreude. And Jackpot through. So fast, so quick, so speedy.
Jackpot really finding a lot of success early on here in the game. I'll be interested at halftime when we get our stats to see sort of how much possession, I guess, the Rose City Rollers have had in terms of lead jammer status.
Feels like quite a bit. Oh, great recovery by Jackpot, then leveraging her weight to get through. Schadenfreude is still on initial. Oh, it was a cap pass there to Blackman, so Blackman is now the jammer of record.
That is a two-town sider star pass. Jackpot quickly getting through, getting tripped up.
But got 3 of the points, so didn't get the last one.
That was Death Down Under, I think, looking for maybe a low
block
block call on that, but none was assessed.
All right, next up for Angel City, looks like we got Blacksville Rose, Queen Lucia Tifa, Rachel Rotten's out there again, Tui Lion, and Freight Train on the jammer line.
And for Wheels of Justice, we've got Bonnie Thunders on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, Gaffney, Simonis, and on a roll.
With Habanero Romero stuck in the Rebel Heart penalty box.
Hobbs in the box.
Whoa,
Freight Train just getting around Simonis with ease. But then Simonis with the great offense there, allowing Bonnie through. So Bonnie only about a quarter track behind and closing fast. Beautiful move by Freight Train. Hopefully we got that on the Radical Wheels replay.
I love using a teammate to help get around the whole pack. Got a little
It's
screen
best.
there, got a little shirt whip there.
So here it is. We see everybody setting
You
up,
see Rachel Rotten moving backwards to screen Simonis.
and there it is.
Toe stops right around using Rachel Rotten for balance.
Calling it off right as Freight Train got clear on the other side.
Here we go again. We got Lil Race. We got Ghetto Fabulous. Both stuck in the back of the pack right now. Pack's moving very quickly. Everybody's kind of mixed in together instead of stuck in our usual tripods.
You know, but when it comes down to people like Lily Valentine and Brute, they can do amazing one-on-one blocking.
Absolutely. They can keep it locked in and controlled for as long as it takes to get Lil Rex lead jammer, and there it was. Good hit there at the back by Brute, forcing Ghetto Fabulous to recycle to the back.
Oh, excellent job by Lily to take that skater all the way to the line.
And that's a call off from Lil Rex after getting her 4 points.
And I'd like to say thank you to Jam on Hawthorne. The Jam line, where you see everybody line up, is brought to you by the Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
Did you name yourself after the ad read?
I didn't. We changed the ad read to be named after me.
Oh, that's so cute. Did you really? I didn't know that. Wow, that's so cute.
I mean, I'm omnivore, right?
That's so true. Okay, Stiletto is jamming for Angel City. Stuck there against Honor Roll. Ooh, but pass. Ooh, some help from Death Down Under.
Beautiful little push from Death there.
Helical also getting through while Death Down Under's a little distracted. Great little turn and
that
points.
was beautiful.
Stiletto on her tippy toes.
Picking up all 4, holding Rose City scoreless on that jam. Everybody's super excited about that one.
Beautiful. Here we go.
Here's
Here
that
we see it.
replay.
All right, pushing through against Honor Roll. Get some help from Death Down Under. Death Down Under literally pulls
Grabs.
her through.
Just drags her through for the 4 points. Friendly fire, totally okay in roller derby. Oh man, almost right at the whistle. So everybody has to be in position between that jam and pivot line by the time the whistle calls, or you'll get an out of position.
I believe so.
Where you don't, it's not a penalty, you just have to yield.
You have to yield. Sadly, did they recall that penalty on Zip? Yeah, I think Zip was going to go to the box and then re-entered. And that's a two-town starter star pass to Brute.
Jammer Brute is one of my favorites. Freight Train trying those patented spin moves, not getting her past Zip though.
Yeah, Zip doing a great job blocking despite being the primary jammer for the team.
Yeah, backed up by Hobbs.
Unbeatable.
Unbeatable.
But sadly, Lily Valentine is still stuck in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
I'd like to say thank you to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. For those of you out there in TV land, take a listen to all of our sponsors. It'll give you a good idea of what you should do if you ever come to Portland.
Jackpot up against Schadenfreude again. Oh, but
beautiful job there.
Hit out by Mia Palau. Shout out to my girl Mia.
When Mia is not playing roller derby, Mia is an accomplished tattoo artist here in Portland.
Yeah, she designs tattoos for roller derby leagues when they're coming to visit. She did ones for Jewish roller derby. She's doing a project for the Wreckers. And you can find her at Stabby Pain on Instagram. That is Schadenfreude stuck in the pack, but now through. Mia looking for that penalty, but I don't believe it's getting one. Mia Palau, hands up, trying to tell her jammer where to go. Jackpot did a good job following, but right into Queen Lujativa.
I heard a whistle. That's going to be a cut track on perfect.
Oof.
Beautiful job by Jackpot to go ahead and get through there. Lots of penalties being assessed right now. We've got 3 taking a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Fun fact about Jackpot, she actually started skating with Brew City Bruisers in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh.
Transferred here a few years ago and's been playing on the Betties. Ooh, that
there was
looked like a cut track.
And Kira says
yeah.
It is, in fact, a cut track.
Kira's eagle eyes. She knows what's happening.
So Schadenfreude going to go and take a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box yet again, leaving Jackpot with another 30 seconds free and clear on the track.
Jackpot looking to Mia.
Lily, getting a little assist from Lily. Not quite enough to get around that Angel City defense, however.
Mia's getting perfect out of the way, but Jackpot runs into Black Soul Rose.
I was like, is perfect going to get called on a cut?
Hard to say, it all slowed down there right at the end.
It did. Everybody just kind of stopped and maybe looked a little frustrated.
Oh, perfect going to the box again.
And we are down to the last couple of seconds, and there we go. That is the end of our first half. And we're going to go ahead and have a couple of commercials from our other sponsors. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.
Hello.
Welcome back from our little short commercial break. We're going to give you a rundown of what's been happening in the first half. JB.
So far, we got some interesting stats from both teams. Right now, Angel City has done 4 star passes. Wheels of Justice have done 0.
Okay.
When we're looking at specific jammers, it looks like Freight Train currently has 100% lead percentage.
Does not surprise me in the least.
Especially versus Bonnie, but 100% lead percentage when Bonnie and Freight Train are matched up, not overall. Still highest scoring jam looks like it's going to Helical with 12 points, so
that is really low in terms of, well, I mean, I guess it's pretty appropriate for the level of roller derby that we're seeing here tonight. But in contrast to a game that I was watching earlier today where the largest jam was 39 points.
Yeah, especially during power jam situations, sometimes the jammers can just
rack it up,
racking them up.
But that's a big testament to the blockers on the track, actually, to slow down and really neutralize those power jam situations. I did just get a little bit of information. There was an official review called at the very end of the first half. So each team is allowed an official review where they can say, hey, we think you didn't call this right, or we want to challenge how that was or was not called. And that happened at the very, very end of the first half there, where the Wheels of Justice are actually requesting that the blocker cut on 777.
That's perfect for Angel City.
Be removed. Rose is requesting the blocker cut on 777 be removed.
It should be the other way. Angels should be requesting
the blocker cut. Yes. I don't know why Rose would be advocating for a penalty removal on the opposite team.
Yeah, Perfect looked a little shocked by that penalty as she skated to the box. So for blockers, it's generally not often that they get cut track penalties because they're pretty much staying on the track most of the time, and if they're re-entering, they just go all the way to the back to re-enter.
And we did see the confusion on Perfect's face there at the end, and we're just like, oh, well, something happened. In terms of penalties are pretty equally spread between the two teams. Rose City sitting at 11 penalties. Nobody really more than 2, and it looks like forearms are actually the majority of the penalties, followed by directions. So that's another thing about Derby is we have Derby direction, and you can only hit people in Derby direction. And if you hit somebody in non-Derby direction, you get what's called a direction penalty. And you get to take another 30-second sit in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. The Hollywood Scarlets sitting with 16 penalties. It is Perfect sitting with 7 penalties.
With 4 penalties.
Sorry, 777 sitting with 4 penalties. But again, they're looking to get that last penalty removed and bring Perfect back down to 3, followed by Death Down Under, who only has 3. A forearm, a back block, and a high block.
Yeah, and she got those in the first couple of jams, so I think she's really locked it down since then.
Yeah, that was in Jam 1, Jam 3, and Jam 8. Yeah. So, again, we noticed that the Hollywood Scarlets are pretty much settled down after the first little time there.
Yeah, you typically don't start getting into any real penalty trouble until you're around 6, because at 7, you are sat, you are ejected from the game. So
nobody really wants to have that many.
What you all can't see, because you're not here with us in the hangar tonight, is we have our classic halftime show, which is the tricycle races.
Halftime activations are a big thing here in the hangar. If you were ever in Portland, you should come down and check out roller derby with us. But you know what? Almost everybody has a roller derby league within 50 miles of them. So if you're out there in the derbyverse and think, hey, this is something I'd really love to see in person, and you should, just Google your local roller derby league. They'd be happy to have you skate or come and show up. We're going to go ahead and take a quick second and hear from our other sponsors.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified Sweat Saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to more of us yapping during our halftime. We got some fun facts for you about all of the skaters out here. First off, let's talk a little bit about some of our players who started in the program at Rose City. So we got Habanero Romero, who started in 2014 as a rosebud for Rose City Rollers, meaning she started in the children's program.
Juniors. We say juniors, not the children's
Under
program.
18.
17. So Rose City actually has an incredibly robust juniors program where we've got league skaters and teams for ages 7 to 12 and then 13 to 17.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I actually started in the 101 program here.
Not for children.
Not for children. That is for full adults.
Adults 101.
She might be the only one where we have facts about. Oh, actually, Lily Valentine also started in Rose City.
Lily started.
She started in 2010 as a junior, and she played for our local teams, the Rainbow Bites, then Rosebuds Travel Team, and then the junior Jerda Team USA.
And
junior roller derby.
She skates normally for the Heartless Heathers, one of our home teams, who actually just wrapped up their season.
My team.
The Wheels of Justice, and on the World Cup Black Diaspora. Black Diaspora is such an amazing team.
We got some information about our friends from Angel City who came out here to skate tonight. Blackman started skating in San Fernando Valley Junior Roller Derby, so we have yet again some more folks who started in a junior roller derby program. She also plays she plays obviously for Angel City Hollywood Scarlets, but also for Jewish roller derby.
So we just here, just a few months ago, we had a borderless tournament, which was so incredibly awesome. So when you hear us talk about Black Diaspora, or Jewish roller derby,
Fuego Latina,
Team Desi, all of those are borderless teams. So pickup groups, kind of, but they are made up of skaters who are from all across the world who come together to play on these borderless teams. And we got to host them for a borderless tournament. And it was some absolutely amazing roller derby. And the cool thing about it is that we got to see skaters that would not normally be coming to the hangar to play our teams, but they were playing on their borderless teams.
Yeah, we have some of our teammates, league mates actually, who skate for a number of the borderless teams. So they got to skate with all new, well, not new to them, but new teams that they're not normally on, and get to try out new strategies, make new friends.
And
really connect.
You would think that playing on a borderless team like that, maybe they don't know how to play together because they are practicing all the time. Nothing could be further from the truth. They play together so fantastically. It's such high-level derby. So yeah, you should definitely check out some of the borderless games if they're anywhere near you, or when Roller Derby World Cup happens.
Absolutely. We got more players amongst the teams playing for the Roller Derby World Cup. So Freight Train's also going to be jamming for Team USA, and also plays on Team Black Diaspora. Also plays on Rockin' City Roller Derby and Angel City Roller Derby.
I remember Freight Train, I believe, from the Texecutioners.
Oh, yeah.
From Texas Roller Derby.
I knew Freight Train as a Texas jammer rather than
So I feel like Freight
Angel
Train
City.
has been everywhere and does everything and is so excellent at it all the time.
Roller derby players love to play on more than one team and just be playing as much as possible. Like Death Down Under, first off, started skating in junior roller derby at age 11 with Denver Roller Derby, and then also plays on Angel City, plays for a MURDA team, so the men's division team, San Diego Aftershocks, and plays for an open gender team called Cow Squad.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
a lot of roller
That's
derby.
A lot of roller derby. And it looks like as a junior, they played both blocker and jammer, but have been a full-time blocker ever since joining Angel City in 2017.
Yeah.
So how did they get their name?
Oh, great question. Their legal name is Sydney, and as a kid, she was obsessed with Sydney, Australia, so she wanted to sound intimidating with her derby name, so she became Death Down Under.
I super dig that. So we're going to go ahead and break for a commercial for another couple of minutes, and then we'll be right back to bring you back into this game.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.
Welcome back. Thank you to our other sponsors out there in TV land. I just want to talk a little bit about our jammer percentages so far. Looks like Bonnie has been jamming about 40% of the time, Zip 66, and Regs 83.3% of the time. We have a great producer tonight getting us into those tiny percentages.
Solar decimation.
Evangelical with 20%, Jackpot with 80%, Freight Train with 85.7%, which makes total sense. Stiletto at 100%,
Great
but
job,
has
Stiletto.
only jammed once.
Hey, still counts.
100% of the time works every
I
time.
had a game this season. I only jammed twice, and I got 100% lead percentage against Bonnie. Best game
every
so far.
single time. So it looks like we are just about ready to start up our second period here. Rose has led 56% of the time to Angel City 44%, and Schadenfreude is the only jammer who has gotten 2 penalties in a single jam.
Shout out to Schadenfreude. Your name is hard, and I don't have a philosophy degree, but we're working on it, and you're great. You're doing a great job.
What was interesting about that Schadenfreude double penalty is that usually you would see a misconduct or an in-sub as the second penalty, and that was both, I believe, a high block and a forearm assessed at the same time. So I think that might be one of the first times I've ever seen that.
I have not seen that.
Okay, so I do have the results of that official review that happened at the end. The officials observed a cut on Angels City's Perfect, who was then subsequently hit out and re-entered again, but they still had not ceded their position. So the original cut will stand, and Angel lost their official review.
Looks like we're also starting with the power jam for Jackpot. The Angel City Jammer is standing in the box, but this power jam brought to you by the Menopause Unicorn.
Everybody's starting on that
Everyone's
pivot
running.
line.
Everyone's running, but the Woj players are going to try and stop the Angel players so that way Jackpot can get through with some points.
Lily up at the front stopping that Angel City blocker because Pack has determined where the majority of skaters from both teams are. So by Lily running up and grabbing an Angel City blocker, established Pack at the back and stopped the Pack from running any further.
Absolutely. It looks like we have Schadenfreude back on with the star stashed and got through for the initial jam.
So
initial pass.
Jackpot looking over her shoulder to see where that Angel City jammer was and going ahead and calling it off. There's a lot of strategery involved in jamming.
Yeah, some of the reasons that you might prolong a jam is if you have some players on your team in the box and you are able to keep the jam running if you're lead jammer. If you have lead in terms of the overall point differential in the game, it's to your benefit to wait until the player from the opposing team is closer to the pack so you kill some time. Angel City is not looking to kill some time. They're looking to catch up, and they have Freight Train out there again. Ooh, a little hop by Evangelical.
Little apex hop there by Evangelical. Freight Train following through after getting some assist from that Angel City blocker.
All right, Evangelical coming through, trying to get some quick points before Freight Train catches up. Freight Train might grab, maybe got one on Stan. Yep.
Got one on Stan. And that was Queen Luz Utifa, I believe, who was very influential in that jam for Angel City.
Absolutely.
Queen Luz Utifa actually playing a flawless game right now. No penalties on the board.
Also got her name because she loves Queen Latifah and has ever since she was growing up.
I'd like to say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood, our local neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of RCR since forever.
Here comes the next jam. Looks like we got Zip against Bermuda Biangle again. Bermuda stuck in the back against Lily. Oh, no, sorry. That is Morgan Levy and Hobbs.
That was a beautiful job.
Back.
Yeah, Morgan Levy did a great job of plugging that outside lane.
Zip being recycled behind the Angel City blockers. Caught up there on Blackman, but now stuck
Zip
up there.
with the cap off. Beautiful. Again,
Great
little
hop.
apex hop. Finding OMG and Brute up at the top. The
Brute
pack
with
is all bunched up there at turn 2, so Wheels weren't really able to run Bermuda Biangle back very far at all.
Absolutely. Oh, OMG and Morgan Levy, the last line of defense up there against Bermuda Biangle. Oh, but rejoined by Brute.
Brute, Morgan, OMG. That is a brutal tripod to go up against.
Zip has the hat off, maybe looking for Brute, but nope. Just through. Star stashed it and is through for the initial.
Man, so Brute was able to catch Bermuda Biangle there at the top and sit on Biangle for long enough so that they got back to the back of the pack. Beautiful job there by Brute and Wheels.
Ooh, looks like we got Tui Lion stuck in the Rebel Heart penalty box.
Now, that's one that I'm really interested about. How did Tui Lion get their name?
Oh, Tui Lion. Let's see if Tui Lion responded to my survey. I believe she
That was
did.
a beautiful-
It's her legal government name.
Is it really? That's not very exciting at all.
Outside of roller
But I
derby, she
like
does
it.
ceramics, make weird, colorful sculptures from clay, and she's an event director by trade and works for the Los Angeles LGBT Center.
Oh, I love that. Back on the track, Little Regs gets lead jammer for the Wheels of Justice over Ghetto Fabulous.
Ghetto Fabulous stuck back there with Gaffney and Simonis. Ooh.
The leg block happened.
Oh, my gosh.
Kira and I are going to have a discussion later. That E is a leg block. Leg blocks never happen. I am so excited.
I hope I can see that replay because
Oh.
I was not looking at that.
I hope that is on replay. Kira is going to kill me after the game.
Oh.
Nope, it was already up at this point.
That's okay. We got to see a great replay of Simonis keeping Ghetto Fabulous in the back, but sneaking by Gaffney, and then
That was a beautiful
pass,
inbounds. Oh my goodness. I was like, what is an E? I never see an E get called. And
I
that's
know,
because
that's
it's
the
a
one I
leg
do
block.
not know. Freight Train and Bonnie again. Bonnie working to the top, but caught there on number 28.
Bonnie's
Death down
never
under.
caught for long, especially when Morgan comes in and plays your offense.
But apparently neither is Freight Train, because Freight Train's through again for lead jam.
Oh, man. Excellent job there by Death Down Under to keep Bonnie from getting around there.
Freight
I am
Train's
very
there.
impressed with Angel City's putting the hurt on Bonnie. Usually you don't get to do that.
Yeah, Bonnie is a slippery little eel through the
Bonnie
pack.
is a legend.
A legend. A water jammer for sure. Ooh, that fifth penalty puts 7-7-7
Perfect.
in a little bit of penalty trouble.
So again, you can only get 7 penalties before you're ejected from the game. Perfect. Gonna have to play perfect
Perfect.
for the rest of the game.
We're always striving for perfection. Maybe she can do
Always,
it.
always, always.
Looks like the Wheels of Justice blockers are lined up in the back, getting that back line for a suck back there against number 26. That's Schadenfreude.
Angel City with 2 in the box, seeding pack advantage in a big way to Wheels. Is Wheels going to be able to make anything of it? I don't know. Everybody's pretty bunched up between that Jam on Hawthorne jam line and the pivot line. Jackpot able to get through, one to beat in number 42. That is Blackman.
Ooh, great hit.
Great
and
hit.
a recovery by Blackman. That's great work.
Oh, that was beautiful work there up at the top of the
Very
pack.
sticky blocker.
So one thing you'll have to stick around for is we do most valuable jammer and most valuable blocker at the end of the game.
Usually, but not
Usually.
tonight, so don't expect that. Jackpot's still working through, trying to get up some more points. She has lead, so she can call it off. Looking to the bench. Motomami's telling her to keep running it.
Oh, beautiful job by Schadenfreude to get through there. But if we were doing MVBs, Blackman might be mine.
I know, I agree. She's had a great game. And from what we can hear from our producer, it seems like she has taken the most cap passes for Angel City, so doing a great job.
Doing a great job. I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop with hand-dyed yarn, tools, and more. Ritual Dyes is owned by one of our Bud's parents, who is also a wrecker skater, Wooly Bully.
Wooly Bully.
Thank you, Ritual Dyes. Ritual Dyes. Down there on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, we've got Evan Helical jamming for the Wheels of Justice. Up against
Looks like
Stiletto.
Stiletto. Let's see if we can keep that 100% lead percentage for Stiletto.
I was about to be like, that'll be 200%, but that's not how percentages work.
Great offense there by Tui Lion.
We're
A
not
multiplayer penalty on
on Stiletto.
Maybe was hit while she was trying to get a whip off of one of her players.
So a multiplayer block is when you've got 2 blockers or more, but 2 blockers who are actively blocking. If you are challenged by a skater on the opposite team, you have to drop that connection right away. If you don't drop that connection, you're at risk of getting a multiplayer. Pretty rare for a jammer to get a multiplayer.
Yeah, jammers can get it if you might have noticed that some of the jammers are grabbing onto their teammates' shirts or other body parts to get them through the pack. Those are called whips. You might remember from the movie Whip It, where they tend to like whip off of people's hips and things like that. But we tend to use our very stretchy jerseys to do that now.
Sometimes pants.
Sometimes pants. I definitely have pants somebody before. But In this situation, what probably happened is she was whipping off one of her teammates' jerseys, and that link was challenged by a Rose player.
Could have been strategery.
Could have.
Everybody
right.
sort of jammed up there between turn 3 and turn 4. I do see Stinger calling something. That's a forearm.
For Tui Lion.
Tui Lion headed to that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box for a 30-second sit-down.
We got a fast-moving pack.
The pack is
Rose,
moving.
Lily's up there to try and slow him down.
OMG gave Lily a push to get her up there so that she could hopefully goat one of the Angel City players, which is exactly what happened.
In this situation, the Rose City blockers want to slow down the pack so that way the jammer can get up and score more points if possible before the opposing jammer also gets back to the pack.
Oh, goodness. There is so much good stuff happening here. Let's say thank you to Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better. SasquatchHR.org.
We got Zip and we got Ghetto Fabulous back at the jam line and almost through for lead jam there. Ghetto Fabulous.
Oh, man. But that was Simonis and Mia stopping that.
Little hop by Zip. Through for lead jammer.
Ghetto having the cap off. That is a two-town. Just kidding. I thought that was a sneaky two-town cider star pass. It was not. Big.
Mia up there. One-on-one blocking gets Ghetto Fabulous. Still has her. Still working.
There was a big hit by on Zip here to the outside in between turn 1 and 2. I heard the audience go, "Oh!" So it must have been a big one.
I was too distracted by.
You were focusing on the pack.
I was focused on Mia.
How can you
my
not?
queen, my pivot, my dream mate.
One thing that I absolutely love about roller derby time and time again is that everybody's having a good time. It's pretty rare that you don't see smiles on the track.
Yeah, that's true. Even when people are very focused and, making their plans happen, playing their offense, there's fun to be had.
There's hugs, there's high fives, there's smiles. Morgan up at the front to grab Freight Train, to catch Freight Train.
Lil Regs through past Lily on the inside line for lead, but Freight Train is chugging away, coming at her.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo. I need Freight Train to watch this clip from MTV show so that way she can see one of the biggest hits I've ever seen in my life from somebody playing an athletic sport and just decimating another person.
Regs going ahead and calling that off after a really great play by Angel City to force Regs to the outside there in the turn.
All right, for Wheels of Justice, we got Jackpot back on the jam line with Gaffney, Simonis, Stan, and Mia Palau.
And real quickly, I'll say thank you to WSL Leadership Coaching, learning how to transform interpersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com.
Oh, my goodness.
That was gorgeous.
That was incredible. That was a hard hit by Mia. But Schadenfreude does not care. Managed to do an incredible spin to stay in.
Gaffney trying to catch there up the top of the pack, but I believe it was out of play at that point.
Jackpot recycled to the back is now stuck against the tripod from Angel City.
So one thing I do want to point out is you'll see Stan and number 1031 Whiskey Von Sweets here standing in the middle. They're dropping what's called a bridge. So in order to extend the pack out, because again, you only have 20 feet in back of and in front of the pack is the engagement zone. So teams will drop a bridge to string the pack out a little bit more.
That was a two-town cider star pass to Mia Palau, who took it and ran. And a call-up by Schadenfreude.
Here's that replay.
Oh, here we go. We get to see the spin. Ready? Boom. 1 foot. Spin around. Another spin.
Gaffney going for the swing, but it is firmly out of place. Again, you'll see the tick marks of the tape on the track. Those are 10-foot intervals.
If Gaffney had chosen to try and get that hit right then, she would have gotten a penalty for
out
legal
of play.
contact.
And out of play. There's our whistle. Evangelical and Bermuda Biangle both wearing the star of this jam. Bermuda Biangle finding Habanero Romero, Morgan Levy, and Lily Valentine there. And OMG WTF up the front of the pack.
That is lead jammer for Bermuda Biangle.
I feel like Angel City has had a higher proportion of lead jam so far the second half. I'll have to look at our stats person, our producer, when we get a second.
Bermuda Biangle just up against Hobbs and OMG WTF. Oh,
that may be a nope.
That's a
Bermuda
call off.
Triangle fell. It was not a direction. That's what I'm choosing to believe,
Yes.
since one was not assessed.
Yeah, direction of play penalties only happen if the blocker, or I guess whoever is blocking
Initiating the hit.
initiating the hit, moves in the wrong direction. So you can knock down a player, but as long as your wheels are still moving in derby direction when that hit happens, you will not get a direction of play penalty.
It is a skill, one that I never possessed. I got more directions than anything else when I was playing roller derby.
We got Zip against Ghetto Fabulous.
Ghetto trying to get through Mia there.
On a roll, last line of defense, but Gaffney's up there to help.
Nice escort to the outside there by Gaffney. Not too much of a recycle.
See the bridging happen again with Stan and Mia. They're trying to make sure that they can keep their two teammates together up at the top without losing pack.
Ghetto's going to continue to push against Anna and Gaffney, though. Gaffney's dropping another bridge. Anna's forced to let Ghetto Fabulous go because they extended past that zone of engagement.
We got a two-town slider start pass to Mia Palau. Mia used to be a jammer. She doesn't like doing it, but she's a wonderful pivot.
Real good at it, though.
She's real good at it, but she does not like it.
Mia coming back around here. I think maybe picking up one.
Ref said no points for Mia on that one,
Okay.
but great star pass.
Looking at a score recap right now, we have 127 Rose City All-Stars to 80 on the Hollywood Scarlets. Only 47 points between the two teams. That is easily recoverable in the 15 minutes that we have left in this second period.
Absolutely, and we've seen Wheels of Justice put up 200, 300 points in a single game. So
I was watching a game earlier today where the score of the winning team was 685.
Was that the Rosebuds one?
It
That was
was
the
the
Rosebuds
Rosebuds game. 685 to like 89.
wow, another lead jammer status for Freight Train, but Bonnie's racing. Bonnie might be able to catch up. She's
Bonnie
so
is
fast.
so incredibly fast. Oh, gorgeous.
2 points for Bonnie Thunder. Stole a point from Freight Train on that one.
Oh, man. Bonnie should be proud of that point. Holy cow.
That was a wild jump.
That was super amazing. I want to say thank you to Menopause Northwest and Portland Vital Signs. Thank you so much for being two more of our amazing sponsors. So again, I just want to say you likely live near a derby league, so get involved. Skate, donate, volunteer, or cheer from the stands. That's a timeout being called. This is official timeout. All timeouts here at RCR brought to us by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor. If you're thinking of moving here to the Portland area and want to try roller derby, give Deb Counts Tabor a call.
They'll help you find a house.
Deb Counts Tabor will help bring you home. That whistle, that doo, that is the call to the end of a timeout. That means everybody get to your places. So you'll see everybody sort of lining up on that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. On a roll, setting up for some defense right off that line. Simonis and Mia up at the front with Anna making that beautiful tripod to stop Schadenfreude.
Looks like Gaffney's in the pack with Jackpot trying to mix up the blockers from Angel City to give Jackpot some movement there, but Whiskey Von Sweets has Jackpot on lock right now.
And that is some beautiful work there by Tui Lion for that offense.
Jackpot still stuck there, but also so is Schadenfreude.
Nobody really making any moves here. 30 seconds into the jam. No lead jammer has been declared. Just kidding. I just have to say it, and then it happens.
Jackpot looking for Mia Palau for the pass. Mia took it again. Here she goes.
Oh, and a beautiful sort of almost like a Matrix move there.
Yeah, it seems like Mia's made of rubber or jello or something. Like, her body contorts in amazing ways.
Gumby.
Gumby. Oh, on a roll back in the Rebel Heart penalty box for a multiplayer penalty.
Oh, Anna.
On a roll is on a chair right now, taking a sit.
Anna's not rolling.
Sorry.
In 30 seconds, Anna will roll again.
We're very excited for that prospect. Oh, someone's starting a Wheels of Justice cheer here in the hangar.
Chant down in our audience. This is a sold-out game here in the hangar. Part of me wishes y'all were here to feel that energy with us, but we're so glad that you're here with us on TV instead.
We do miss the chat. I miss chatting with all the moms and all the fans.
I miss interacting.
Yeah.
So you guys will just have to cheer louder wherever you are, and maybe we'll just pick up on that energy in the universe.
Yeah, we'll know.
I just got some. Somebody's cheering real loud.
I love that. Ooh, great fall by Evangelical. You saw that one-hand fall out.
That's still in bounds if it's only one hand. Evangelical excels
Yes.
at that. I've seen Eve do that move 1,000 times, and it never fails to impress me.
She said in her fun facts, or her interesting fact about her in roller derby, is that her trademark move is calling off the jam while upside down. So we may get to see a little bit of that today.
That was a huge hit leveled on Evangelical. We'll see that maybe on replay by Queen Luz Yatifa, or maybe that was Cocoa Butter. It's going to be Queen Luz Yatifa. I saw a 9. That's all I got.
I love Queen Lujatifa's number because 9999 is a very easy one to remember.
It is very easy. We do have a timeout being called down there. That is a team timeout. As always, brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor and welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. So during timeouts, you'll usually see people, see teams sort of gather up down on the track as they plan some new strategy. Wheels of Justice not out on the track. They're actually over by their bench figuring things out. With Coach Darth.
Running maybe to fill up some water bottles. 2 water bottles in the hand.
And Coach Dez and Coach Motomami.
Des is a sweetheart and let me borrow her Heather's jersey for the beginning of the season since I didn't have my own. Came into scrimmage one night just as I was getting a penalty, and she said it was mind-boggling to hear blue 926. Please go to the box forearm, whatever the penalty was,
because
while
Des
she was
doesn't
putting on her gear at the side.
Oh, I was going to be like, because Des doesn't get penalties.
Oh, good for her. All right, we're back at it from the team timeout.
Oh, I'm still reeling over that leg block. Kira's gonna yell at me.
You're gonna love rewatching that.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to see where it happened.
Looks like we got Zip again against Ghetto Fabulous. Ooh, Zip through.
That Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear for one of the first times this game, I feel like.
Ghetto Fabulous pass on a roll at the top.
Ghetto about a half a track behind as Zip comes back to re-engage the pack. Pack does run. Anna running up, trying to slow it down.
Maybe play some quick offense for Zip. Ooh, Ghetto Fabulous might be sneaking one. Yep, got one on Gaffney there.
Stan's going to try to, a second maybe in Stan.
Think Stan still has her point, so Zip is still
Zip,
through.
excellent. Stip
Pass
picking
Blackman
up
at the
4.
top.
Zip calling it off.
All right, that's 4. So far, Rose leads with 9. So far, Rose has 9 leads at this half, and Angel has 7.
With about 11 minutes left on the clock.
Nice little replay of Zip getting through.
10.5. Freight Train on that line once again up against Regs.
Freight Train has been posting her old footage and talking over it about what she was thinking at that time or what skills she was using, and I find it very pushes
perfect out of the way.
Hey, Freight Train, that is not what you've been talking about on your Instagram videos.
All of these skaters do have very active Instagram accounts, and they are so much fun to follow.
Yeah, believe it or not, these athletes are people too. So they have entire lives outside of roller derby.
Freight Train just putting the hurt on everyone.
Freight Train just must have incredible core and center of gravity because she's making it look like these Rose blockers are not able.
Two outsider star pass to Lily.
Lily, let's go, girly.
Freight Train getting the signal from the bench to go ahead and run it.
Sometimes the bench will decide that they want to keep the jam going once the pivot has the star because they think, the pivot won't be able to keep up with the jammer, score as many points as the primary jammer would have.
That was so beautiful. Spin move around Brute. This is probably the biggest jam so far of the game and for the Scarlets.
Yeah,
at 12 points
doing
so far.
A great job keeping Lily Valentine locked down.
Lily trying the inside.
Great hit.
Yes, pushing number 301, Blacksville Rose out of the way.
Bench is telling Freight Train, keep it going, don't call it yet, but looking, now there's the time.
I saw the jazz hands in the back.
All right, that means both teams have broken 100.
Here's that replay. Lily working up at the front.
Oh, here we go, the
Freight
juke.
Train.
1 foot, back to the other foot, tiptoes
so
around.
Beautiful.
Interesting start by Rose City with all 4 blockers
With
on
a
the back line.
Flat 4 wall. It's not going to be a flat 4 wall.
Oh my gosh, Freight used to skate bank track with the number 2-2 as in the train noise.
Choo choo, choo choo.
I love that other people are telling me fun facts about Freight Train because she did not fill out the fun facts section.
Freight Train is well known enough. Everything that just happened in that jam was amazing.
It's incredible. Where do we even start?
We were too busy tutuing.
Tutuing, and we'll keep tutuing for the rest of the game. All right.
You're my favorite to announce with.
Thank you, thank you.
So Perfect has actually been perfect so far. This second half has not received a penalty since the 5th jam
She's
of the
locked it
second.
Down.
She has.
Great dynamic start.
Oh, I'm not quite sure what
that was
happened
Tui
there.
Lion,
Oh.
another hit out, but I think
since
Helical did a great job getting back in only behind Queen Lujatifa because that was the only person who had position on her when she was hit down.
There's that one hand out.
A star pass already?
OMG, WTF headed to the penalty box on a forearm.
Oh, because Evan Helical already has lead, so they passed. Oh, but lost lead by taking off the cap. This will be a
it'll
2-minute
be a
jam.
2-minute jam.
So that means that Tui Lion, who is the pivot who took the star pass, will have to skate for the full 2 minutes. And
So will Eve.
so will Evan Helical, unless she passes it to Brute. She's looking for Brute, trying to give it to Brute. Brute took it.
Beautiful.
Brute took it.
That was a beautiful read because I was pretty sure that was a cut track. Morgan and Habanero Romero were covering the outside line there.
Great job by Brute by putting on the cap right before she re-entered. If the pivots do not have the star on their head when they re-enter the pack, they do not get any points for people that they pass.
OMG doing a great job of completing that hit to the outside on Tui with a recycle back there to behind turn 3.
Brute also used to jam when she was a junior, so
Brute has been a lot of fun to watch all these years. You know, I was thinking back on it, and I think I've been announcing with Rose for almost 10 years at this point.
I've announced less than 10 games total.
And that's what makes us so great.
I keep it low. Drea. Shout out to Drea for our events coordinator, getting everything locked down this weekend. Here comes Brute, trying to get some more points. 8 seconds left on the jam clock. Ooh, a little juke to the inside. Past Death Down Under.
Another full 4 picked up by Brute for Rose. But Hollywood Scarlets able to pick up 4 as well. That was a 12-12 jam.
Looks good for the scoreboard, but functionally 0-0. We got Bonnie Thunders back out there.
I'd like to say thank you really quick to Trailhead Credit Union and Lionheart Kombucha. Thank you so much for being our sponsors. There is a timeout being called. As always, it's a Deb Counts Tabor. Welcome to PDX timeout. It's actually an official review. So looks like official review being called by the, well, Hollywood Scarlets is who is blinking for me right here. I should be getting
On a roll dancing, as always. Okay, Anna. Only one, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm getting the ellipses of information.
Anna has really big crazy frog energy, so if you've
Ooh, totally.
heard that music, I call them my crazy frog when they play offense for me. Ooh, oh, nope, that's the last penalty.
That was the last
information.
that was the last official review.
Okay, Anna. Okay. We don't need to commentate. We just need to look at Anna.
We just need to watch.
Who is Anna calling?
So, Angel, it's the song. Angel is requesting illegal procedure on the purple jammer for passing the star while the jammer was down.
I think Helical could have been
so
one
there
knee
are
down
there
while
are
she
star
passed it.
pass rules. What are our star pass rules? Jammer JB.
You have to be upright, inbounds, and something else that somebody has taught me once to pass the star, and it'd be a legal star pass.
And thinking back on it, it could very well be an illegal star pass that just happened.
It might have been.
I think that was the jam where there were many things happening. Well, I mean, what jam isn't a jam with many things happening?
So many things to watch. Apparently, Helical and Freight both lead with both have most leads this half with 4 each.
Okay. I believe it.
I believe it too. Helical's had a great half. So is Freight Train.
But also, thank you to Solar for being an absolutely amazing producer.
Great job getting us stats.
This game.
Wouldn't be able to keep track of my own. Lead percentage is 52% lead for Rose, 48% for Angel City.
Very even.
Okay,
Oh,
this is the Anna show.
This is just the Anna show right now.
Get it, Anna.
Okay. I'm waiting for the results of this official review.
Bonnie locked in. Stan locked in.
Bonnie's always got a game face on. Okay. So the official saw that the Purple Jammer regained control of their body enough before passing the star. The official review is not retained. So Evangelical was upright and inbounds enough.
Yeah, I think she was in the process of getting to her feet while she was passing the star. So she didn't have knees down when she passed the star. She was on her way to
On her way up.
fully
She
standing.
was in control.
Yes.
I really wish we had the chat because I'm hopeful that there are new Derby fans being born right now in the universe, and I would really love to hear how you're enjoying this game.
Yeah, you can tag Rose City Rollers online to let us know how the game's going.
Bonnie Thunders and Get a Fabulous both wearing the stars. Bonnie quickly to the top of the pack.
Bonnie with some wild leg movement up there top, but just 2 to beat. Pushing against Whiskey Von Sweets.
Lead Jammer goes to Bonnie. Ghetto with a 2 Townsider star pass. Oh, look at us.
Wow.
We're so in sync. Hi.
Hello. Welcome to our view of the wonderful hangar tonight.
Looks like there might be a timeout being called on the track.
Yeah, that was a quick call off despite Bonnie having lead. So
I'm
some
curious.
strange things must have happened.
I know. I'm wondering if there was I wonder if this is an official timeout actually, or if it's going to convert to an official timeout. Nope, it's not.
Heard the 5-second
I heard
call.
the 5 seconds.
So at the start of each jam, one of the officials calls 5 seconds, and that's when you see a lot of movement amongst the blockers.
Jackpot and Freight Train. Oh, that was
Beautiful.
equally impressive by OMG to get all the way to the top of the pack to stall Freight Train.
Angel City has Morgan Levy stuck in the back, so as a GOAT, they're going to try and keep her there. Oh, I don't know.
Is that
OMG's
gonna...
looking for a low block. Oh, yep, and we'll get one against Freight Train.
Oh. Shrimp saying that was in fact a low block, conferring with
look at this
Smush.
little hop. Look at this hop. Ready? Boom. Jumped
I
right
was actually
over Lily
wondering
Valentine.
if we got to review that again. I was wondering if there was a cut track there. It looked like a toe stop was out of bounds on that outside line.
Yeah, hard to see from our camera angle, but it was very close.
I will also never second guess our refs. I'll always be like, from my angle, it appeared.
Oh, this is incredible. So a power jam for a little regulator. Wheels of Justice blockers getting up there, getting her.
Nice big whip off of Gaffney there. Wheels were able to get a goat there. You saw Tui Lion was goated at the back of the pack, which means the pack has to stop. It arrests the pack.
Lil Rex working, little spin move at the top there. Stuck against Blackman
And Tui.
and Death Down Under and Tui.
That is the tripod to beat this game on Angel City.
Queen
Just
Lucia Tifa was guarding that inside line, too.
absolutely vicious. This pod right here is an absolutely vicious pod.
Yeah, just doing incredible work. Nice job by Blackman getting her all the way to the outside or inside line.
That is out of play, Blackman. Freight Train back on the track, through on
so
initial.
quickly. Mia with a cute little
That
spin
was
in
very
place.
cute. Blackman and Gaffney both hit to the outside, recycled back behind the pack.
Great offense there by Mia trying to get Lil Regs through, but Queen Lucia Tifa had Lil Regs' number on that one.
Queen Lucitiva also going out of bounds on that hit, meaning that there was a no pass, no penalty.
And that's a call-off for Rose.
Oh, that's a 0. To me, it looked like Stinger was putting up a forearm or high block.
4-2 for that jam. Very
Sometimes
low scoring.
Derby is won in inches, not miles. It's any forward progress on points is forward progress.
Yeah, a 1-0 jam is still a winning jam.
Rose City has managed to keep a pretty consistent lead over the Scarlets this entire game. I don't feel like the Scarlets have really let it go more than about 40-ish points.
Absolutely. It looks like Zip's going to get lead jam. Rachel Rotten there at the top.
I think that was Lily Valentine who got Schadenfreude to the inside right off the line there.
Great work. And another hit out by Lily Valentine, recycling Schadenfreude all the way to the back, regrouping there with Brute. And I believe, is that Hobbs? Yeah, that's Hobbs there at the back.
Morgan Levy guarding the front of the pack here.
Zip through, getting 4 points. Another call off by Zip.
We're doing really quick call-offs right now. With just a little under 90 seconds left in the second half of this game, you know, I'm not going to call it for anybody, but I'm going to call it for someone.
It would be pretty hard to get about 50 points in one jam.
Not out of the realm of possibility, especially with Freight Train at the helm here up against
Very
Jackpot.
difficult, though.
You know,
All right, but yeah, maybe Freight Train, let's see what you can do for this last, probably last jam. Freight Train and Jackpot. Freight Train looking for help from, I believe that's Perfect. Yep, and gets a lot of help from Perfect there. Gets on the inside line.
Lead jammer goes to Freight Train once again.
Pass to Mia Palau, so sneaky. Getting some offense there from Gaffney, but hit out by Perfect. Oh, but a penalty, multiplayer.
Yeah. Perfect.
That's
going
Perfect,
to
6 penalty, but that's okay because last jam,
90 or 30
great
seconds
footwork
left.
there by Mia to get back past Queen Lucia Tifa, but could not stay in on it. Mia looking to play, maybe some quick, ooh, got hit out again.
Somebody, I feel like Jackpot hit that to the inside.
Mia in the back of the pack, just playing some defense against Freight Train right now.
15 seconds left on the period clock before we go on to jam time only. Freight Train probably going to run this all the way down.
Calling it there against the strong defense by Wheels of Justice.
We do have a timeout on both teams still. Is it going to get called?
Both teams already standing, so it seems
It is
unlikely
not.
that they're going to call a timeout.
There we go. That is the end of our game. You can hopefully hear the crowd going wild beneath us. We leave us with an unofficial score. Rose City Rollers, Wheels of Justice 162 to the Hollywood Scarlets 125. Now that was a game.
That was a great game. If you're interested in checking out more roller derby, look up local leagues in your area. Many leagues have rental programs so you can get gear yourself. They have children's programs, juniors programs.
Juniors programming. I feel like all the major cities in the U.S. have a pretty robust roller derby experience available to them.
Even my hometown has a roller derby team, so.
You know, even Hillsboro, tiny little suburb outside of Portland, has the Gorge.
Exactly.
The Dowels even
roller
has.
derby can be found anywhere, and teams are just waiting for you to join.
I believe it is still one of the fastest growing women's sports out there.
I'd absolutely believe that. Here goes our favorite, everyone high-fiving at the end.
So I said it last night on YouTube, and I'll say it again. High fives are probably one of my favorite parts of roller derby. So the end of the game, traditionally, all the fans come down so we can give high fives. And it was when it came back after COVID and we got to give high fives again, it really felt like that was the last piece. I was like, oh my gosh, we're back. So Wheels of Justice high-fiving Angel City, and then they're going to take their place while Angel City goes around and gets high fives as well.
All right, some last statistics for you to end the game. Rose ended with 54% leads, and Angel only had 46. So still a very close game.
Incredibly close.
But lead jams win points, win the game for you. You have to get lead in order to win.
I am curious how many two-minute jams we ended up with. It couldn't have been more than a dozen throughout the whole game.
It seems.
So here's Angel City doing a lap around. Again, you'll notice everybody's got smiles on their faces. Everybody is excited. It is a fun game to play. It is a fun game to watch. And I really hope that those of you out there watching your first roller derby game had a really good time, had a great experience.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time for us. And
we can't wait to bring it to you again. I'm not sure when our next game is. July 19th is our next game, is what I'm hearing, quite possibly. You know, but you can always watch us on replay.
Yeah.
Or find us on YouTube.
Find us on YouTube.
We've done a lot of games on YouTube.
Listen to our dulcet tones over YouTube another day.
Dulcet. You're one of the only other people I've ever known that says dulcet tones. I love that.
Thank you. It's part of my announcing bits.
But we've had an absolutely wonderful time bringing roller derby to you out there in the universe this afternoon or this evening. My name is Dr. Omnivore.
I'm Judge Booty.
And we will see you next time on AWSN.
Bye.
And there we go.
Spinning around one final blocker.
Oh, what a move to get around.
Going from 0 to gone.
Oh, man, that was gorgeous.
Oh, and a shoot back to the end. Ooh, beautiful.
And that's our game.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised. The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor, giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.